Hey, this is Ken Finnan at Capital Advantage Tutoring, and it's my job to get you past the licensing exams. Series 6 exam, Series 7, the SIE, all this 60, 63, 65, 66. And if you like what I'm doing, please let other people know. I'm trying to drop some gold here, and it's going to be good. So a lot of people have problems with order types, so SLBS over BLIS and stuff like that. And some people think it doesn't help. It does help. I promise you. So let's get going. So let's say you want 100 shares at 50, and what do you want to happen? You want it to rise. You're afraid it's going to happen. It's going to go. You're afraid it's going to go down, and we'll get to that. So we want it to go up. We want to take some profit. So what we'll do is we'll say, listen, you know what? And at 50, I'd probably sell it at 60. So let's do that. So sell 100 IBM at 60 bucks. Sell 100 at 60. We'll put an SL just to remind me what I'm doing here. And to place it above the market, I'm trying to take a profit. That means I'm willing to sell it at $60 or higher. Once it trades at 60, I'm selling it. There's no trigger, no election, no second trade. Boom. I'm willing to sell it at 60. Just like if you go somewhere and you go, look, I want to sell my phone. And you say, I'm willing to sell it for 300 bucks. That's the price you're setting. You're not going to sell it for 298, not 290, 300 or higher. So I'm placing a sell 100 shares of IBM at 60 as a sell limit. Okay, I'm saying I'm willing to sell it at 60 or better or higher. Either one, same thing. So sell limits are to take profits in this case. But let's try another thing. So what am I afraid is going to happen? I'm actually afraid it's going to go down. I'm afraid the price is going to drop. So I want to make sure that I don't stop the bleeding. So I look at this price, I do my little charts and patterns. I see a support level, maybe at 46. And I go, okay, if it gets below 45, I want out. When it gets down to 45, it's low enough to stop the bleeding, get out. I've done enough. If it's above 45, stay. I think it's still going to go up. So so you'll call me up and say, Ken, do me a favor. If it gets down to 45, just sell it. Sure. So I will sell below the market. So 100 shares, IBM, 45, stop. That means as long as it's trading at 45 or above 45, no one even knows the order is there. It is absolutely hidden. No one knows it's there. But once the stock trades at 45, it's going to trigger or elect and then sell on the next trade no matter what. It becomes in market order. So let's do this. So let's do a little tape. So let's say stock trades at 46, nothing. No one knows it's there. Stock trades at 45 and a quarter, still nothing. Let's say it trades at 45. Boom, it triggers. Now the order becomes a live order and it becomes a sell at the market. So whatever the next price is, it's going to trade at. Boom. So it's going to trade at 44. Let's say the next trade is 45. I don't care right now. So it goes, let's do this again. I own stock at 50. I think it's going to drop down. So I'm afraid it's going to go too low. So I want to stop the bleeding. I want to protect myself a little bit. So I will set a sell limit, a sell stop at 45. I would say sell 100 shares at 45 stop. That means that if the stock trades at 45, it becomes a market order and I sell it on the next trade no matter what. So here we go. 46, nothing. 45 and a quarter, nothing. 45, boom, it triggers. And then the next trade, that could be 44, it could be 1, it could be 80, whatever the next trade is. Now, some people don't want to take the risk that it could go down to 2 the next trade. So they'll make it a stop limit, which is really the same thing, except for instead of becoming a market order, it becomes a limit order. So if I did a 45 stop limit, 45, 46, 45 and a quarter, boom, it triggers here. But now it's a limit order, which means I'll sell it at 45 or higher. So I will not sell it at 44. I'll sell it at the next time it trades at 45 or higher, which is that trade. So I sell it at 45. The risk there is that if it trades at 45 and then 44, then 43, then 0, you never sell your shares. So it's risk reward on that. I'm not a fan of limit orders because I don't sell 200-300 shares at a time. So really a matter of a penny here and there doesn't matter. But some people don't like to take that risk. So this would be, I agree, would be a sell stop. So let's erase all this puppy. So this would be a sell stop. I like it. Now let's do a different thing, different scenario. You're now short 100 shares at $50. So you're short 100 shares at $50, which means you borrowed the shares, you sold them, you hope they're going to go down, you're afraid they're going to go up. So if you hope they go down, you sold them at 50, you're hoping they go down, so you can buy them back at a cheaper price. So let's say we did on our math in a little mind, we went crazy and we said, okay, I think it's going to go to 40, and I think that's a good place to buy. So I'll place a buy 100 shares of IBM at 40. That means I'm willing to buy it at 40 or lower. At 40 or lower, and I'm placing that below the market, I'm willing to buy it at 40 or lower. I will not buy it at 41. I will not buy it at 42. I will not buy it at 48. When it gets down to 40, I like that. I take my profit and I buy it. Good. So that's a buy limit. And I will buy it if it trades it, if it goes from 42 to 39, I buy it at 39. So that's a buy limit. Now, the risky part is, okay, I sell short at 50. I want it to go down, but I'm afraid it's going to go up. And remember, when you're shorting stock, you have unlimited loss potential. It can go up to forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of protect myself, stop the bleeding a little bit. Again, I look at the charts and I see a resistance up at like 40, say 54, 53, 53 and a half. So I say, once it breaks through my resistance, I want to buy it back and stop the bleeding. So in case it goes up to 90, I get out early. So I'm going to place buy 100 IBM at 55, stop. That means as long as the stock is below 55, no one knows it's there other than you, me, and the system. But once it trades at 45, it's going to automatically trigger and become a market order and buy it on the next trade no matter what. So we'll try it again. Stock is trading at 53, don't care, 54, don't care, 55, boom, it triggers, and the next trade is 56. So then I will buy it. So it triggers at 55 or elects at 55, and then it trades on the next trade because it becomes an automatic market order, which remember, market orders means you're buying at any price. We don't really care. Price is not our issue. We just want to buy it. So that's a buy stop. Now, we'll put a little initials there. So we have that, right? So buy stop. Now, maybe I'm worried that if it trades at 55, maybe the next trade would be 80. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make it a stop limit. If we type, that would be great. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to make it a stop limit, which means if it trades at 55, it's going to trigger, but I will not pay more than 55. So I'll wait for it to come back down. And in this case, it went to 56 and back down to 55. I bought it. Now, remember, it can trigger, and a buy stop can trigger if the stock trades at 55 or higher. So if it went from 54 right to 59, 59 would still be the trigger price. And then the next trade, don't think that's where you buy it. Same thing on the sell side. If trades, it's going to elect at 45 or lower. So if it went from 47 right to 43, 43 is a trigger, and then the next trade is where you sell it. Okay, so I hope that helps a little bit. Now, don't go yet, because watch the magic. Wait to the end. So get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this. Boom, boom. And let's just say the stock is trading at 50 right now. Ooh, watch this. This is why I do this. SLBS, sell limits and buy stops are above the market. Buy limits, and there's my dog, buy limits and sell stops below the market. So that's SLBS over bliss. SLBS, sell limits and buy stops over buy limits and sell stops. That works. Now, one quick thing to remember, a little bonus at the end, anytime there's a stock dividend, cash dividend, or stock split, only the orders below the market will be adjusted. Buy limits and sell stops will be adjusted, okay? If it's a cash dividend, wow. If it's a cash dividend, they will drop it by the amount of the dividend on the X day. If it's a stock dividend, it will drop by a percentage. Great. Hope you liked this. I hope it was quick. It wasn't too long. It was only like 10 minutes or so. 14, 10, who cares? Please like, subscribe, share. Come to my website. If you need some help, please reach out. Don't forget to join my lives, 8:30 to Tuesday.